The Office. 10 funniest times Michael Scott bungled a saying. Before we start, I'd like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Zone. Number 10. I'm going to drop a deuce on everybody. Perhaps Michael's most disgusting bungling comes in the Season 2 episode Casino Night. In this episode, Michael is rather impressed with his ability to find two dates, both Carol and Jan, and he believes that everybody else will be impressed as well. Unfortunately, he completely bungles a common saying while expressing his excitement. What he means is, I'm going to drop a bomb on everybody, meaning a surprise, people. However, he ends up stating rather grotesquely that he's going to defecate on everybody. Number 9. The prodigal "My son returns." This quote from Season 3 episode The Convention proves that Michael has no idea what he's talking about. He just likes to spout clever sounding things he has heard in movies. The prodigal son is an idiom that refers to someone who's been humbled by a failed venture outside the family or organization and returns with hopes of forgiveness. In this case, Michael is referring to Jim, who left Scranton to pursue a career in Stanford. For one thing, Jim wouldn't be a prodigal son because he's actually quite successful in Stanford and isn't returning to Michael with newfound humility. For another, Michael can't even complete the common saying, "My prodigal son returns," bumbling both the sentence and the word prodigal. Number 8. Find out if there are any skeletons in his attic. Michael Scott is one of the most jealous characters on The Office. Not only does he take Jim's departure personally, but he hates that Josh is running a more successful branch than his own. To hopefully sabotage Josh, Michael orders Dwight to find out if there are any skeletons in his attic. Here, Michael is bungling the common saying "skeletons in their closet," which is an idiom meaning to find dirt on someone and to ruin their reputation. Number 7. Fool me once, strike one. Fool me twice, strike three. Season 3's traveling salesman contains what could very well be his dumbest misquote. Michael is tricked by Andy believing that Dwight went to New York to see Jan. An angry and betrayed Michael then states to the camera, "Fool me once, strike one. Fool me twice, strike three." Michael is hilariously mixing metaphors here, blending the saying "fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me," with the common strike one, strike two, strike three metaphor. This one is especially funny owing to the break between "fool me twice" and "strike three." Michael knows he's ruined the saying, but he's too committed to the theme to back down. Number 6. They're trying to make an scapegoat. One of the few times in which The Office fans felt sorry for Michael Scott, Season 3's Product Recall sees him running around and attempting to fix a PR disaster that was no fault of his own. Michael defends his honor in a goofy apology video, complete with an American flag made from taped together pieces of paper, stating, "They're trying to make me an scapegoat." He obviously means they're trying to make me a scapegoat, meaning someone who publicly takes the blame for something that wasn't their fault. Number 5. You talking to me? You talking to me? Raging Bull, Pacino. Michael is an avid movie lover and amateur filmmaker, resulting in lots of hilarious video projects being included on The Office. However, he still manages to bungle one of the most famous movie quotes of all time. After returning from the fight with Dwight, a confident Michael utters the famous "You talking to me?" line from Taxi Driver before attributing it to Raging Bull and Al Pacino. This is a mistake of epic proportions. As stated, the famous line is from Taxi Driver, not Raging Bull. Furthermore, the line is spoken by Robert De Niro, not Al Pacino. Even worse, Al Pacino isn't even in Raging Bull. Number 4. Forgiveness is next to godliness. Despite being a buffoon, Michael generally means well. He feels bad after hitting Meredith with his car, as anyone should, and he visits her inside the hospital fun run. While there, he pleads with Meredith for forgiveness, telling her that the Bible states forgiveness is next to godliness. There are two things wrong here. For one, the actual saying is, cleanliness is next to godliness, which is correctly pointed out by Angela. Secondly, according to phrase.org.uk, that proverb is not actually from the Bible. In fact, it was first uttered by a preacher named John Wesley in the late 18th century, long after the Bible had been written. Number 3. It got sort of an oaky afterbirth. Michael loves to sound smarter than he actually is, and that also applies when he's describing the rich details of wine. In the dinner party, while attempting to explain the complexities of his dinner wine, Michael says that it has sort of an oaky afterbirth. He means oaky aftertaste, which sounds like something a wine aficionado would say, since wine is often aged in oak casks. Number 2. Business is a dog-eat-dog world. Michael can actually provide some good business advice on The Office, and he's shown to be a very talented salesman. He clearly knows a thing or two about the industry, which is why he claims to the camera that business is a dog-eat-dog world. Prince Family Paper. Of course, he actually means dog-eat-dog world, which refers to an industry full of selfish people who will betray and backstab each other to attain success. This is actually quite a common misquote, and it's certainly not exclusive to the unique blunders of Michael Scott. Number 1. No rest for the sick. Stress Relief is often heralded as one of the funniest episodes of the series, and it contains a brilliant bit involving CPR training. Michael tries getting Stanley to volunteer, but Phyllis opposes the idea, telling Michael he needs to rest. In response, Michael states, "No rest for the sick." He's likely trying to either say no rest for the wicked or no rest for the weary, both of which are quite common sayings. Instead, he only ends up making no sense at all. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen now because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.